Hi, my name is Holley Mapel, and I'm going into my junior year at Wright State University studying business marketing and nonprofit administration. I'm just going to share a little bit about my story with you all. So I started going to church around 5th grade, and I started going with a friend, and I was really attracted by the fun stuff that the youth group did. I really loved just the people there, and they were so nice, and just all the good things that we did, and I wanted to be a part of that. And that was really kind of my idea of faith, was the good people doing good things. And that kind of continued for quite some time, and it really wasn't until my junior year of high school when I started to realize, like, wow, there is so much more to this following Jesus thing than what I thought. And I had realized that I really didn't have a strong relationship with the Lord. So I started doing tangible things to just kind of explore that more. And, it wasn't until then that I really kind of started reading the Bible out of my own initiative and praying more than just the simple prayer that I had recited that my grandma taught me when I was tiny. So, the end of my junior year was phenomenal. I was chasing after the Lord. I was in a great dating relationship. I was making tons of great memories with some of my closest friends, and then going into my senior year, I was elected president of a countywide youth leadership council, an organization that I hold really near and dear to my heart. And then senior year soccer season hits, and I get diagnosed with mono. Now soccer has always been a large part of my identity and something I've taken a lot of pride in, so that was really heartbreaking that my last season ever playing competitively was a lot of times spent in sickness. And with that low immune system, I was kind of in and out of sickness for the remainder of that year. But I also started noticing some slowly but surely some drastic changes within my closest friendships. I was in a really tight friend group that there is I just realized lots of changes that were happening, and I was slowly but surely kind of getting excluded from the group, no longer being invited to a lot of things that we had once done together. Changes in the tone when they talked with me, if at all. Silence had never been so loud, and I started out the year sitting close to everyone in school, going to a small school. You saw those familiar faces every day, every class. And I really just felt a lot of rejection, and there were a lot of things that happened, a lot of some pretty big lies or things that were held from me. And I spent a lot of that year in kind of complete isolation from everyone at school. Because I had just been hurt so badly by those friends, and I struggled with just feeling loved and feeling accepted, and I would go to school kind of like a battlefield every day, and I felt like I lived kind of two different lives at times. When I was at school, I felt like completely unworthy, and then I would go to things where I was serving within this organization, and I was just chasing after accomplishment, chasing after kind of being in the spotlight. And I started to realize that no amount of outside achievements fixes inside hurts, and I was constantly battling with feeling too much, yet never enough. And that same feeling is still true to this day as I continue to be really involved with different things. But because I had really struggled with those rejections and those friendships, I have been constantly finding, or I just feel like I'm on this constant search for love and acceptance. And that word friend had become a really bitter word to me. And it took almost 2 years for that word friend to become a sweet word again. And that was a long process, and it's still kind of a struggle at times, but I fully believe that God made me lose the definition of friendship so that He could redefine it, and He's really been surrounding me with a great community to kind of restore that word and what friendship really means. But a book I read by Lisa Turkers called Uninvited, she talks about this idea of living loved. And she says, no soul can soar to the place of living love when it's performance-based endeavor. Living loved is sourced in your quiet daily surrender to the one who made you. And yeah, that's kind of a constant battle for me because I do live a lot of my life being performance-based, and that's not how God's love works. It's unconditional. And some lyrics by Francesca Battistelli really ring true to me. I locked up my heart and I put on a show. I let the busyness of life be a wall so nobody gets close. Well, I got a lot done. Yeah, I'm so type A, but I'm finding arm's length is a safe but lonely place. Yeah, so I feel like I am constantly expecting stability, and I want stability, but I'm still living out of that broken identity. And God's really just been proving to me that it's okay to be broken. It's okay not to have all your stuff together. And being a perfectionist, that's really hard. And being a people person, when I get let down from others, it's really hard. But during that really time of hardship, the Lord led me to a passage in 2 Corinthians 12. My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. Therefore I will boast all the more gladly of my weaknesses, so that the power of Christ may rest upon me. For the sake of Christ, then, I am content with weaknesses, insults, hardships, persecutions, and calamities. For when I am weak, then I am strong. Yeah, and that's just been a constant battle, and still living loved, and living from the love that is so freely given to us from the Father, and not chasing after others to seek that acceptance, but to know that we are known, we are loved, and we are cherished.